Hey everyone, today I'm covering a heartbreaking story out of Norfolk, Virginia, one that's left a lot of questions and even more heartbreak. This is the case of Angelina Resendiz, a 21-year-old Navy sailor whose disappearance and tragic end have sent shockwaves through her family, her community, and true crime followers everywhere. So let's start with the basics. Angelina was last seen on May 29th at her barracks on Naval Station Norfolk. That's a place she called home, a place that should have been safe. But after she vanished, days turned into a week with no word. Her family was desperate, searching for answers, and what makes this even more painful is that they say news about Angelina was trickling in not from officials, but from her friends and the media. Imagine being a parent and finding out about your child's disappearance from the internet. Angelina's body was discovered 11 days later in a wooded area near the Broad Creek Apartments, just under 10 miles from her barracks. The Naval Criminal Investigative Service, or NCIS, confirmed it was her, and that's when the investigation really took off. Another sailor was placed in pretrial confinement with charges under the Uniform Code of Military Justice still pending. That's military law, for those who don't know, so things are being handled by both the Navy and civilian agencies. Her family, especially her mother, Esmeralda Castle, have been vocal about their frustration. They say they weren't properly notified, that communication was lacking, and honestly, I can't blame them for speaking out. In their own words, Angelina was a compassionate young woman who brought light into their lives. Now her family is unwavering in their pursuit of justice. They've even called on Virginia's senators, Mark Warner and Tim Kaine, as well as other congressional leaders for support. Senator Kaine released a statement saying he's heartbroken and urging authorities to provide answers as soon as possible. It's clear the family just wants closure and justice for Angelina. The investigation is ongoing, with NCIS working alongside the Norfolk Police and other federal agencies. Details are still coming in, and a lot of people are watching closely, hoping for accountability and, hopefully, some peace for Angelina's loved ones. Cases like this are always tough. There's a family forever changed, and a community left asking, how did this happen? I'll be keeping an eye on this story and sharing updates as they come, but in the meantime, let's remember Angelina Resendiz for the light she brought into the world, and stand with her family as they fight for answers. If you want to help, consider reaching out to local leaders or just keep sharing Angelina's story. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is make sure a name is never forgotten. Thanks for listening. Stay safe out there.